你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Xiao Zhan was awarded $350,000. Limo, who abused him on the internet, apologized in the newspaper, and Kong Mo became the person to be executed. The internet is not an extrajudicial place, and it is quite common for celebrities to defend their rights. Most of them are related to the rights of reputation and portrait. In the past, Xiao Zhan was a very soft-hearted person. I still remember the first time he sued a black fan. The lawsuit was withdrawn because the defendant sold badly. Before 2020, Xiao Zhan hardly ever sued black fans because he thinks that as a public figure, it is normal to have some criticism. Giving others the space and freedom to express different voices is also a form of respect. All celebrities have red and black powder. This is no longer normal. Some people like it. After all, it is not that the R&B cannot satisfy everyone. But after some events in 2020, Xiao Zhan's life has changed, and he realizes how terrible public opinion is. Growing up in adversity, his heart is getting stronger and stronger. After the business is back on track, the team began to defend their rights against those who spread rumors and slanders. The first is the rights protection case concerning Xiao Zhan's portrait rights. There have been 7 rulings so far this year. These businesses use Xiao Zhan's photos for commercial benefits without authorization, which constitutes an illegal act. Now the court has ordered an apology for compensation, and the 7 merchants have paid a total of about $350,000 in compensation for economic losses. It is precisely because the illegal cost of infringing stars is too low today that many merchants take risks. At one time, I tried many times in star photos and portraits. Secondly, about the 227 incident, originally, with the passage of time, things should come to an end in 2020. At that time, Xiao Zhan, the cyber rapist who was ending, no longer pursued it, but unfortunately some people intensified more rampant on the internet, and finally pleaded. In the past 2 years, Xiao Zhan told a lot of black fans. They are all related to digital events, many of which are big blacks with tens of thousands. Even bloggers with hundreds of thousands of fans guide ignorant netizens to riot Xiao Zhan together. A few days ago, the People's Court Announcement Network published an announcement, which was an apology statement from a cyber rioter to Xiao Zhan. The Weibo of this internet tyrant used the name Mr. Wang Best word fake shoe, and the editor was very impressed. He did a lot of things that hurt Xiao Zhan back then. In the announcement, Li said, "Special thanks to Xiao Zhan Youngsun before she published it away from the internet, and wish both parties to return to normal work and life from now on." It seems particularly ironic. It's just a light apology, it's over, such a punishment is too light, netizens said they can't forgive. They didn't even dare to apologize publicly online, and now a few people still read newspapers. Isn't she just afraid of being known? Nowadays, the internet has a memory. Now traditional media are also focusing on the internet. The People's Court Announcement Network, the People's Court newspaper, recorded her name. Some time ago too, several defendants who wrote apology letters by hand, clearly apologizing publicly, but still put mosaics on their names, clearly out of fear of being known by real-life acquaintances, such as their family, friends, leaders, colleagues, etc. There is also a defendant named Kong Siki. The result of the lawsuit came out in August last year. At that time, the court ruled that the defendant publicly apologized to Xiao Zhan and kept it on the top for 30 days and pay compensation for mental damage and other expenses totaling 32,170 yuan. On the internet, he attacked with heavy punches, and in reality, a group of people were persuaded. At that time, Kong did not even dare to receive the verdict. After a lapse of 1 year, Kong became the executor. According to the China Execution Information Disclosure Network, the enforcement court is Beijing Internet Court, and the filing time is July 11, 2022. Kong Mo in 1997 is also an adult. The law tells you that if you can run away, a monk can't run away from the temple. Responsibility still remains. For the cost of compensation, the court can directly freeze the bank account of the person subject to execution, deduction or seizure of his property. For the part of apology, the court can directly publish the content of the judgment. The cost is still borne by the losing party. I hope other talking people will take a warning. Don't think it's okay if you can't find someone. Violation of the right of reputation, ranging from compensation and apology. If it is serious, it will affect a lifetime and will be investigated for criminal responsibility. I have something to say. Although many cases have had results, they cannot make up for the damage and loss caused to Xiao Zhan. The former Xiao Zhan was too easy to be soft-hearted. As long as the other party sold a little miserably, he couldn't bear to be held accountable. Today's attitude is tough and no longer condones online thugs and rumor mongers. From 2020 to 2022, although the time for rights protection is really long, the internet is not a place outside the law. If you do something illegal, you will have to pay the price. I hope everyone knows the law and abides by the law and lives a good life.